slowly deliberately, with intent. Like you're falling in love properly. Parang nai-inlove ka sa kaibigan. Hindi yung na-meet mo lang sa bar at ngayon mo lang nakita. Ito yung slow burn love na mas masakit actually. Oo, mas masakit siya. Hey guys, let's try something new today. Today I wanna show you what I do before I run. Alam nyo, nung bata pa ako, I never really liked exercising or I wasn't really into sports. My family would, enroll me in a lot of these things. Like, just nagbuling pa ata ako. They enrolled me in tennis. Actually, I first started with football or soccer. I never really liked it because it was so tiring and I really didn't like sweating. Pero as I grew, more tito or older, I realized that it actually releases toxins from the body. So I really feel good when I sweat these days now. Tapos, also, aminin na natin, for vanity, because we're not getting any younger and the metabolism is just, slowing down. And then I observed na parang I've tried a lot of routines. I've done yoga. Yoga's good and I'm keeping it because it just keeps me centered and it reminds me of what my body can do.
Ganda. Okay, now five. Ayan. Okay, tapos one leg up. Tapos eagle legs. Ay, hanep, ang galing. Shit. Okay, tapos down, halfway, straight legs, other leg up, other eagle legs. O, diba? Ang galing mo.
But today, I'm not going to do yoga. I'm going to do some stretches, or particularly the stretches I do before I run. Now, let's talk about running first. For some reason, alam nyo, like I said, I've done a lot of things. Like I've done kangoo jump or yoga lattes. I've also tried going to the gym. I can't for the life of me dance. I tried, what do you call that? What do you call that? Yung that dance routine, that dance exercise thing. I tried that and it didn't work mainly because I can't dance. And then I realized that whenever I take out running off the equation, parang jumujubi. I bloat up for some reason. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is really try to find the kind of exercise or the kind of activity rather that most suits your body. Alright? And when you do, I think we should, do it right. Like, kasi when I started, I just really ran. You know the term hit the ground running? That's it. I just drive up to UP and then I just get out of the car and just start running around the oval. And I realized na parang it made me, number one, it made me tired easily. Number two, parang it wasn't as effective. And then I realized as I talk to people who are actually into fitness that stretching is actually important. Because it actually prepares your body or which body parts or you're priming your body parts for you to use them. You're engaging your core so that you don't just run on your legs. Para siyang di ba pag nagluluto tayo, we thaw the meat first. Ganun siya. Hindi mo naman itatapon na lang yung frozen meat sa kumukulong mantika, di ba? Hindi masarap yon. At ang goal ng ating exercise routine ay sumarap. So now, I'm going to show you what I do before I run, how I prepare my body. I am going to divide this into two parts because I tried doing this and then it just came out too long. Today, I'm going to show you what I start with, which is yung Surya Namaskara A, or in English, diba? It sounds so fancy. In English, it's really just Sun Salutation A. And then I get into some warrior poses. It's not really your proper warrior sequence, but I really do like doing the warrior Kasi I feel that it stretches or it primes my legs. You'll see later how it's actually leg intensive. I am not a trained yoga instructor, but at least I can show you how it is done from the point of view who has been doing it for, I don't know, more than 4 years now. Quite properly. Sana. Sana. Kapit. Sige, ang dami ko na sinasabi. So let's start. We are in the porch. This is really where I do my stretches before I run in the porch. Kasi after nun, larga na. You just, open the door and run. So this is really where I do my stretches. So come with me. Oops, sorry. So let's start with the sun salutation A. So this is how it's done. You start at the top of your mat. Ako the way I do it, toes together, heels slightly apart. Because I know that you can just have your feet like completely together. Okay, I want my heels slightly apart. And you just stand up and have your hands to the side like this. Like this. This is called the mountain pose. Okay? So let me just face the right way again. The right way. And then you raise your arms like you're calling God. Asking Him for a jowa. And then you dive down. Slowly, deliberately, with intent. Like you're falling in love properly. Parang nai-inlove ka sa kaibigan. Hindi yung na-meet mo lang sa bar at ngayon mo lang nakita. Ito yung slow burn love na mas masakit actually. Oo, mas masakit siya. And then, you reach down, put your palms on the floor. You're actually allowed to bend your knees, but since our point today is saktan ng sarili natin, I'm doing this with straight legs. Alright. And then after this, you do a straight back. So it's just really you trying to push your chest to the front and tucking in that belly. Ang dami-dami kong belly na kailangang i-tuck. So good luck. So there. And then you go back down. And then you step back into your plank. Ayan. Some people actually jump back. Pero ako, I just prefer stepping back because hindi pa ako ganun kagaling, guys. And then after this, you do your chaturanga. A chaturanga is different, is a yoga push-up. Because ba push-up pa ganito? You just bend your elbows. In chaturanga, you bend your elbows and you bolster your forearms forward like this. I have to adjust. Sorry, guys. There. So you do a chaturanga. And then you do the upward facing dog. It's really a back bend. Yeah, the upward facing dog. And then you always hear this as a butt of jokes sa mga non-yogis. After the upward facing dog, what happens next? Of course, the downward facing dog. Just make sure that your arms or that your hands are like a shoulder's length apart, and your feet are hips apart. So you just try to form. Imagine an upside down letter V. That's what you're trying to do with your body. I kind of like rest here for a while, stay for 3 breaths. And then you just do everything in reverse to get out of the pose. Ako, what I do is I like doing the chaturanga again. So let's do that. So there you have it. So try doing 3 of those. That's the sun salutation, or that's the Surya Namaskara A. So after doing 3 Surya Namaskara A's, I do another one and get into my warrior sequence. So that was Surya Namaskara A. After that, I do some tiger lunges. This is how you do it. So you raise one foot. This is called the one-legged downward facing dog. The instructors say that it doesn't really matter how high you raise your leg as long as it's engaged. Meaning, you're not just raising it, you really have to engage those legs and point those toes down. And then after that, just bring your legs to your chest as you boost yourself forward. Like this. So this is called the tiger lunge. I hold this for around 3 counts. Then I go back to my one-legged. And then I do a side tiger like this. So I'm going to use the other leg that I can see. So basically, I just try to bring my knees to my elbow. Some instructors say to my armpits. Hindi pa ako ganun kalimber. I can't do that. So elbow muna. Go back to one-legged. And then I do a twist, meaning I bring my leg to the other elbow. Like this. So I do this 2 times, sorry. And then, now let's get into the warrior series. Para mga away, warrior. So what you do from the tiger lunge, you bring your foot down in between your hands. There, like that. You keep your knee bent, and then you rise like this. You rise to the occasion. And then you bring your arms forward. No, you bring your arms up. Remember to keep your legs engaged. Okay? No one leg has the monopoly of all the work. Okay? So one is bended. Some teachers are strict. They will say that try to get it in a 90-degree. But, sorry, I'm panting. And then just have your back leg straight. I'm going to use the other leg so that you will see. Because when I open up, pabaliktad eh. Okay? You keep it like that. And then after this high lunge, I get into a warrior 3. Yes, agad-agad. A warrior 3 is basically, imagine that your body wants to take the shape of a letter T. And then I hold that for 10 breaths. So basically, you just boost your body forward. And you have options with the hands. Ako, I want my hands forward like I'm Superman. But sometimes some people just want their hands in airplane wings. I'm going to do both. So you boost your body forward. And you take off like this. This is warrior 3. Hold this for 10 seconds. Let's pretend that it has been 10 seconds. But see guys, it's really just about balance. Just like life. Parang buhay, di ba? Balanced life, work, enjoyment, friends, family, self, fulfillment, bisyo. As you can see, hindi ho ako magaling sa mga bagay na yon, so ito na lang ho ang binabalance ko. So I go back into my lunge, and then I open into a warrior 2. This is your warrior 2. So basically, again, your knee is in a 90-degree angle, and you have your legs engaged, your back leg is engaged. Again, please remember to distribute your weight on both your legs para sulit. Sulit ang effort. And then you just stretch your arms like this. Engage it. Don't just flail it. Be active about it. Parang sinusukat mo yung pagkatao mo. Ganyang feels. And then you take your dristy to your finger. Meaning, ang ibig sabihin lang po nun, itingnan nyo yung tip ng finger nyo. I hold this for around 8 counts. For 10 breaths, depends. After this, I do the side warriors. Meaning, I put my arm on top of my leg. Stretch like this. What this does is it stretches my side body. There. And then I reverse this. I reverse my warrior. Ayan. So basically, just so after around 4 breaths, go back to my warrior 2. And then I do my triangle pose, which I really love kasi alam niyo kung sa pumuputok yung bones ko, which is like the most pleasurable thing ever. I don't know why. Kaya rin ba gusto niyo nagpapaputok ng bones sa finger? Ito dito sa may hips may pumuputok eh. Sarap. What you just straighten your front leg. You may step your back leg forward. And then you reach to the front like this. And then you go down. Walang pumutok, but there are 3 options. Again, there are 3 options for the hands. Ako, I just like it hanging like this. Some people go all the way down, and some people do the toe lock. Like this. The sensation is you want to pretend like your back is flat against some wall. So you try to flatten yourself like that. And then after around 8 counts, I go back to my warrior 2. I go back to my lunge. And then I do a vinyasa again, or a half of a sun salutation. So basically, you do the chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. I do another one-legged. I do a hip joint mandala, where you just really open your hips to one side. Sometimes I flip my dog. I'm going to do it on the other side, but you can see. Remember to square your chest, meaning your chest is still facing down, but your leg is open to one side. And then sometimes I do a wild thing just because it's called a wild thing. So you move forward like this, and then you flip your dog like that. Yeah, sometimes I do this too. So, pag-sensya nyo na. And then, I do everything on the other side. Because like I said, life is about balance. And we do our best. That's it. So that's the first part. This is already enough actually, but because we are extra, bilang mga single, we are very extra. I'll show you how the second part is done in my next video. So, ciao! For the next video after this, we're gonna do the other half, which is the goddess poses along with the surfer's lunges and the mat exercises I do to target the core, which I feel has helped me a lot.